Today is the 9th day of the partial government shutdown. Outrage is rising over the impact of grieving military families. The Pentagon says during the shutdown, it cannot give financial assistance to relatives of service members killed in combat.
The bodies of 4 of those fallen Americans are coming home this morning. Now, Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel says he will attend that ceremony. Nancy Cordes is on Capitol Hill. Nancy, good morning.
Good morning, Nora and Charlie. In all, 17 servicemen and women have been killed since the start of the shutdown, and normally their families would get $100,000 from the military within 36 hours to help pay for immediate needs. But now those payments, like everything else associated with this shutdown, have been caught up in a partisan feud. Military death benefits enable grieving family members to travel to Dover Air Force Base to greet their loved one's flag-draped casket returning from overseas. The money also helps them pay for the funeral. But for the families of Army Ranger Sergeant Patrick Hawkins, First Lieutenant Jennifer Moreno, and 15 others, the money simply isn't there because Congress is still fighting over how to fund the government.
I say to those families, your government has let you down at a time of your need. There is no excuse for this.
Luckily, there are people like Jim Regan.
We'll take care of the airplane ride. We'll take care of the out-of-pocket expenses. We'll take care of the hotel.
Regan's son James was killed in Iraq in 2007, which led him to start the Lead the Way Fund, raising money to help the families of dead and wounded Army Rangers. Now he's vowing to fill the void left by a crippled government.
You can't expect a family that sacrifices their child, all right, or their young man, or their wife, and not be able to step up and take care of them. It's morally wrong.
Others have stepped up too, including the Fisher House Foundation, which is dedicated to giving wounded troops and their families a place to stay while they heal, but now says it will pay the full $100,000 per family during the shutdown.
It was a no-brainer. We needed to bridge the gap, not only for the families, but because the government was not doing what they were supposed to do.
Some top House Republicans, including Speaker Boehner, argue the military itself is to blame for the lapse in benefits, not Congress.
We gave broad authority to the Department of Defense to pay all kinds of bills, including this. And frankly, I think it's disgraceful that they're withholding these benefits.
Republicans argue that the bill Congress passed last week to pay the troops during the shutdown also covered these benefits. Pentagon lawyers disagree, but either way, the House is going to vote yet again today to explicitly authorize these benefits, while Democrats, Nora and Charlie, say the best way to deal with this is to reopen the entire government, no strings attached.
All right, Nancy, thank you. You know, Charlie, I find this story outrageous, and I was just with a father yesterday. He has a 26-year-old son who served overseas, and he didn't get his $500 veterans disability check, and so he was calling his parents for money because he doesn't have his $500.
You see how they're trying to react to that. It is clear evidence that the country feels very strongly about people who go in harm's way, and that nothing that else happens should affect them.
Right, and this idea that it's not affecting people, that the shutdown's not a big deal, the debt ceiling won't be a big deal. If you reach out to most of Americans, they are feeling this already, and especially those who paid the ultimate sacrifice.
Absolutely.